Today, I finally started a series in the comic I'm trying to make. It's called Light Dark, a guy with light and demon powers and is trying not to lose himself in the darkness. Hi, my name is Oibo, and I've always wanted to really actually start making a comic. And of course, I've drawn in the past. Here's some of my drawings on the screen. I've had many comic ideas, great epics, long stories that span multiple volumes, but I've never really just sat down and just decided to make just like one singular comic story. And the reason is just because I haven't really been able to really create like a singular story I can tell in like three chapters or something. It's always a long story with like Naruto or Dragon Ball, like Invincible level length. But today I'm starting this series where I'm going to be making videos about my process of making this comic Light Dark, because this comic means a lot to me, because this is going to be the first comic I really start and I really finish like in one sitting. Like, not like I'm going to start and then I'm going to stop, And I came up with this comic idea literally on the walk home from university. So basically the story is about this guy who's basically born from two parents. His dad has dark powers and his mom has light powers. And basically he is born because basically some really rich dude wanted to make an experiment because he wanted to fuse the mother and father's powers. So they had the kid by force, right? But this kid, right, the darkness from his dad's powers is always conflicting with him in his mind, and that thing gives him nightmares. So basically it feels like he's fighting demons every single day he's alive, because the darkness powers inside of him keep eating away at his psyche. Every time he goes to bed, he's having nightmares, visions. He can't stop, and the only way to stop is violence. The only thing that curbs the anger and the destruction inside of his head is violence. And when he grows up, he really understands and finds out about what's happened, and then he decides to go on a rampage. And the story is basically, I'm not going to pull the whole thing, but the story is basically about Light Dark, who's the main character. It's basically just about him trying to fight the darkness that causes him to be a violent person. So he's trying to kind of like stop being violent to curb the darkness, and to be able to kind of control the darkness, because the darkness is slowly eating away at him, and if he doesn't stop, he's gonna become a full-on demon. So he needs to find a way to balance the light and the dark to stop being a violent person, because the more he feeds into the violence, the more the violence feeds the darkness inside of him. So that's basically it, right? That's the story. Well, so far I've worked on basically the cover of the comic. I'll show it right now on the screen. There's a cover, and I'm working on a few pages which are also on the screen. I'll be showing you guys, and even on the video you're seeing right now, that's just me drawing it. Now, my intention behind making this story, to be fair, this story is part of a bigger continuity universe kind of thing I've been setting up for quite a while. But I want this story to kind of be just about controlling yourself, because I struggle with self-control myself in a lot of aspects of my life. And I feel like that struggle for me can be shown through the struggle of my main character as he battles the darkness inside of him. Because this story, it's not just about cool powers, it's more about knowing what's best for you and controlling the impulses that want to feed on the things that give you instant gratification, and kind of like the things that kind of make you feel good in the moment but make you feel trash in like the long term. So it's kind of like a self-improvement kind of thing, but not really. It's kind of like an undertone, like you won't really see it, but yeah. And I just really want to document this process myself, because I want to be accountable for myself. Accountability is something I've been struggling with ever since I basically existed for the 17 years of my life. So I want to be accountable and hold myself accountable to my dream of kind of like making a comic so good that it gets adapted into like a TV show, because that is my dream. And if you're watching this, I'd appreciate if you guys could just follow me along on this journey, because I really want to see it through to the end. I really want to see through my dream of becoming a comic artist to the end. And this is where it starts. So from here onward, Light Dark comic coming soon. Wait for new videos, guys. Hopefully a new video next week, honestly, because I really want to get this out and show you guys the process of me making this comic called Light Dark. Peace out.